welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming by. I hope you're good and welcome to another SciFier unboxing. I was better this time. It's just a small one, a fairly small one. It could be smaller though, couldn't it? As you guys know, I am a SciFier affiliate. My referral link is in the description box of all of my videos and you can use code CreepyGeek to get 5% off your order. I had my eye on some of the things in this order for a while, but some of it I have literally no knowledge of. I've spoken before about how I'm trying to like branch out manga wise. Don't get me wrong, I still love like shonen-y action adventure fighting stuff, but I've also been really enjoying some things with a bit more where it's more about the characters, like One Dance and Blue Period. Blackguard is a kind of like a combination of the two. So I was just trying to branch out and I don't 100% remember what is in here. I know one thing and I fully blame SciFier because I'd never heard of it until they put it in like one of their stories. I'll tell you when we get to it. Right, let's open this. As always, absolutely beautifully packaged. The first thing we have is our free bookmarks. Now, I have a lot of duplicates. I don't think I've got any new ones this time round. Let me see. No, but once again, they have kindly included the bookmark of myself. So, love that. It's uncanny, right? The resemblance. So no new ones this time, I don't think, but I will double check. I don't actually know which ones I need. There is like a graphic and I do need to go and have a look and see which ones I'm missing because it can't be many at this point. Okay, so first we have a couple of series continuations. I've bought volume 11 of The Way of the House Husband. I always like to have at least one volume of this on hand if there's one out because it's just a great little palette cleanser for me. It's about a guy called Tatsu who used to be in the mafia and is now a house husband and approaches everyday tasks with the vigour of a Yakuza member approaching a mob hit. It is honestly hilarious. Each chapter is its own little story, so it's really nice to have a volume of this on hand to break up some of the longer series. And if I need a laugh, I can always rely on The Way of the House Husband. Next up is something that I've really been enjoying, and that's Windbreaker. This is volume 6, and this will now be everything up to where it's been released. This is about a guy who moves to this school because it's like supposed to be full of delinquents and he wants to be the head delinquent, so he's like ready to fight his way to the top, but when he gets there it's very different to what he thought. Like everybody in this town loves the kids from this school because they protect the town, and he's learning a lot about himself and I'm just having such a good time with it. I love this series so much. I can see this being a favourite and I know that there's an anime adaptation, so once I'm caught up to what's been released I think I'm going to give that a go. Next up is a novel which is a lot shorter than I was expecting actually, and it's All You Need Is Kill by Hiroshi Sakurazaka. Me and Lisa read the manga adaptation of this for the podcast and we both really loved it, and it's basically about this guy who wakes up after just being killed and it's gone back to the start of the previous day and they are fighting these like alien creature type things called mimics, and this is what the movie with Tom Cruise in, what is it called? There's a movie with Tom Cruise, it's based on this, and so basically they get into these things called jackets and they go and fight these mimics and he dies and wakes up and it's restarted and he kind of gets stuck in this like Groundhog Day situation and he's trying to break that and defeat the mimics. The manga was absolutely fantastic and I can't wait to read the original novel. Next I have volume 1 of My Love Mix-Up. I've been humming hard about trying this for a while, but I've decided to give it a go. It's basically about these 3 kids and one of them has a crush on this girl and he asks to borrow her eraser, her rubber, but she has another boy's name written on there, and then the first boy drops the eraser and the boy's whose name is on the eraser picks it up and thinks the boy has a crush on him. I've heard it's supposed to be pretty cute. The art style looks good. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to give it a try. I know nothing about these. I just bought them. Then I asked for some recommendations for some wholesome GL or BL on the Dudettes Discord that I'm part of, and I got loads of really good recommendations. I've picked 2, but there's quite a few of the GL that I really want to try as well. GL is girls love, BL is boys love. So I went for 2 recommendations. They both happen to be BL just because I was drawn to the stories at that time, but there's quite a lot of the GL as well. I've added more to a list and I will be getting them to try. So the first one I have is called Sasuke and Miyano, I think. And it says it all started like a typical old school boys love plotline. Bad boy senior meets adorable awkward underclassman, one of them falls in love, and so on and so forth. But although Miyano is self-proclaimed boys love expert, he hasn't quite realised he's in one himself, which means it's up to Sasuke, I'll learn how to say it, to make sure their story has a happily ever after. I thought it looked quite cute. It is a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, but it's a yen press, so it's really lovely because yen press ones are always great quality. They always feel really nice. So I just thought it sounded quite cute, so I thought I'd give it a go. And one of them is a delinquent, and that I really like stuff with delinquents in apparently at the minute. And then the second one I picked up I'm really excited for. It's called Restart After Coming Home. It looks like this, and it is about this guy who left his home in the country for a sophisticated life in Tokyo, but then loses his job at the age of 25 and moves home in disgrace. And as he's trying to rediscover himself, he meets this other guy who moved into the community while he was away, but this sweet and even-tempered man, Yamamoto, is hiding his own pain, and as the two men connect, they start a journey together. It sounds really lovely. Art style is really nice, and also I just thought it was nice that they're kind of like actual adults, because I'm really excited for these, but they are like about teenagers, and it's nice to kind of read a romance about actual adults, even though they are only like 25, so they're still very young because I'm old. This is also really nice quality. It's 7 Seas Press. I just thought it sounded really sweet, and it says it's a touching romance that inspired a hit live action film. So I know that there's like a sequel with like a slightly different name, so I'm really excited for that one. I think it's going to be super cute. And the last thing in this haul, see, I told you it wasn't too bad, is the thing that I got because SciFier shared it on their Instagram, so they're fully to blame, and that's Mobsters in Love. It's a Yakuza romance. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been reading a lot of delinquent and Yakuza stuff recently. Apparently it's just something that I really enjoy, and this is about this guy who is like the right hand of the mob, and he has been in love with his boss, who I'm assuming is this guy, for years. I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know where it's going, but it sounded really cute when I read like the synopsis, but also they're Yakuza, so I'm very excited for that one. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've just seen on the back it says a light-hearted rom-com starring a handsome older man and his love-struck second in command. I'm going to have to read that soon, aren't I? So here's everything that I got in this haul. I genuinely don't know what I'm most excited for, because this was kind of the first thing I added to my basket, but then I'm also really excited for that. Obviously I love these two. I really want to read that. These sound really cute. I feel like this is a different stack for me as well, which is what I was aiming for, because as I say, we're branching out, we're trying new things. I am very excited for all of these things. Check back to see what I pick up first. If you have any thoughts on anything that I've hauled, let me know in the comments below. If you have any recommendations based on what I've hauled, definitely let me know. If you just want me to know you're here, that purple heart is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to see more content from me, remember to hit that button, leave a like if you want to, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!